So here we are that we have to use words that describe something or someone, people, places, events, and explain why they are significant for you. So the best way to go about this understanding is to take up a topic. So let's take up a topic and then we see how we go through it. See here, the topic is describe your favorite restaurant. You must mention when you visited this restaurant, with whom did you go there or do you go there, and what you like to eat there. Right? So from this topic, you have to understand which words you're going to use in this topic when you speak on this topic. What would be the words that are most useful? So let's try and see how you approach this. Now, what are the words usually associated with restaurants? What sort of vocabulary do you have for talking about restaurants? Break it into subtopics. That will be interesting to do. For example, restaurants are associated with food, with eating food, serving food, etc. So, different kinds of food. You must have the vocabulary for that. So, this topic of food, you can collect words that are related to different types of food. For example, a few cuisines. The pronunciation of this is cuisines. Cuisines. Okay? And now name a few cuisines like Indian, Chinese, French cuisine, Italian cuisine, and so on. So, different kinds of food may be served at a restaurant. So, you can talk about that. Then, you would also need some description words or descriptive words. And these words would describe the food that you would say, use words like tasty or delicious or it's a specialty. The presentation of the food is very grand. Ingredients are very fresh and so on. So how you can describe the food, you would need a number of words for that. Choose those words. Then we talk about the menu. Again, pronunciation is menu. And the buffet or a la carte. This is very interesting, that most of the words, many of the words that are used with relation to food and with relation to menu and eating out and cooking, etc., are from French. You see, initially, these words were not there in the English language at all. They were borrowed from French. And then also some words from Italian, Spanish, and other languages. So, if you use these words, you must check their pronunciation beforehand. So, you cannot mispronounce these words. So, just check them up. Don't mispronounce them. For instance, a word like chef. You can't really mispronounce it in some other way. And it's important for you to use these words and to use them correctly, that is, pronounce them right. Then we look at the people who are involved in restaurants. So they're not only people who come there to eat, but there are people who cook the food, there are people who serve the food, there are people who look after where you're going to be seated, and they take your booking, the receptionist, etc. So you can have various levels of service in a restaurant. So you need words for that as well. Then you also need words to describe the kind of restaurant is it. Like, is it an open space? Is it a large space? What is the seating like? What is the cleanliness like? What is the light, the music? Whether it is quiet, noisy, busy, lively. Large number of adjectives or words to describe that place. They may be positive, they may be negative. But since here you're describing your favorite restaurant, so mostly you will be choosing those words which are positive, and that will help you to describe why it is your favorite restaurant. Obviously, there are good things about it. That's why it's your favorite. So you'll have to mention all the good things about it. And you need those kinds of words to talk about the food in that restaurant or to talk about the place itself, the ambience of the place, and so on.